Finally, another air captain don come out now, come dey chook mouth into dis matter between Ibom Air and Miss Comfort. And according to dis air captain, wey his name na Captain Boaz Abonifo, the man talk say na Ibom Air na dem fuck up, na dem mismanage the whole situation, and e come led to that. In fact, wetin dis man talk plenty, una go lis ten to wetin dey talk. Whereas NCAA, Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, don finally talk say dem no even follow, suspend, or even permanently ban Miss Comfort from using airline in Nigeria. As people dey speculate, dem no follow say they have banned Miss Comfort from flying in Nigeria. Let's listen to this information because it's very important in this critical.
Okay, so the first gap I noticed was I did not see where the cabin crew, as the flight attendants, called the pilots to say, hey, this is what's going on. The second gap I noticed is when the lady in question hits the flight attendant, nothing was done. Someone decided to start making a video. I say it all the time. Instead of making a video, why don't you try and resolve the issue? But social media these days is, oh, I want to be the one who posts the video. Now, for the entire situation, there are three people I blame. Number one, the security agencies. Number two, the flight crew, the entire flight crew, captain, first officer, and flight attendants. And number three, the ground personnel. There should be some form of training to bridge conflict resolution among all three. Where, okay, if this is happening, we have an unruly passenger who makes the final call of kicking them off. Okay, who now decides to kick them off? From what I saw, it was almost like it was the ramp agents were the one that were bringing that out. That's not done anywhere except in Nigeria. You have police, you have airport police. The reason for airport police, that is literally, other than protecting lives and well-being, is for situations like that where if you have to take someone out, because the police is not just police for, like I said, protecting lives. They are also a form of sensitive security. When you see a police officer and he says, hey, you have to do this, you have to respect his authority. Nothing like that was done. Instead, it seems like the ramp agents took the laws into their hands to forcefully remove her. And then she was also assaulted in the process. So I don't know what the training is like in Nigeria, or how they get their training done, on what's who. And if you now relate the same thing with what happened on the guy's case, I think they said he's a musician or something. Yes, it's looking like selective justice because nobody did that to him. But it can't be like, say, because in Nigeria, when they feel say nobody know, she can just get the whole brunt of the law. And for him, he came out apologized. For her, I don't know, but I don't think she's even been given an opportunity to apologize. I heard this morning that she's in Kirikiri prison, and I'm like, wait, when did the judge preside on this? When did all of these things go on? I went on the internet and I said, yeah, it's social media.
Well, it feels a little bit sad to be sitting here again to discuss this kind of issue over something that, a simple compliance could have resolved about that aircraft. There is no comparisons here, not necessary, absolutely. It's not a case of oranges and oranges. In the Kwam incident, the airline did not activate its right to take the passenger to court. So the CAA did what it's supposed to do by petitioning the relevant authorities to prosecute the passenger. In the Ibom Air incident, maybe because, their staff has been assaulted, the airline immediately activated its right to take up the matter, and then it went to court. So the CAA is not involved in the case of the Ibom Air passenger. Remember that in the Kwam case, the CAA issued an advisory to AON, the operators, to ban the passenger. Meanwhile, I need to correct this impression. I keep saying 6 months. We did update that information and say that the ban on Kwam was now indefinite pending outcome of the investigation. So the 6 months narrative no longer holds water. In this particular case, the airline operators, having seen some of the videos of the assault, made this decision by themselves. So the CAA is not involved in this. Basically, at the end of the day, in both cases, what the takeaway lessons from this is that, look, the system is being tested, and there's enough blame, to go around everybody, fan ABSEC, cabin crew, passengers. But as with every issue, we must treat the root cause of issues. unruly behavior is not acceptable anywhere in the world, no matter the provocation. That's for starters. The regulations are not sentiment-based. Those rules are there for the safety of every passenger. Secondly, you must always obey cabin crew when you are aboard an airline. You don't make the rules for safety in aviation. So when you are asked to do a thing, in this particular case, other passengers on board that aircraft are said to have been the ones who seized this passenger's phone and turned it off. You know, when you are flying with other passengers, you know, their safety and their concerns also matter. Your rights stop where theirs begin, right? There are passengers who, when the announcement has been made, turn off your phones. They feel very uncomfortable and unsafe to see the person next seat not turning off that phone. So the other passengers were made to feel very uncomfortable, you know, and this entire situation was very avoidable because when you turn off your phone, it's only for a few minutes. You can turn it back on mid-air, you know, and so this was quite avoidable, but we'll see what the courts say about it.